Tuesday morning, and I'm racing around like a blue-arsed fly, because what time is it? I've slept in a little bit, so, oh, God's sake. But, news of the day, I'm not spinning, so this is my 4th consecutive day, so I'm wondering now if some of the changes I've made, like the water, is making a difference, because all of my life I have been told that I should drink more water, and my theory has always been, well, I'm totally fine. I don't drink a lot of water, but I drink loads of coffee. And then, can you also remember this, right? Do you remember, well, this is my generation, it depends how old the people are listening to this, but I don't think my mum or dad ever had a glass of water voluntarily. They drank tea or gin and bitter lemon in my mother's case, and beer in my dad's case. That was it. We were never given water. We had pop. That was it. So people don't believe me when I say this drinking loads of water is a new thing. Maybe it wasn't in the fitness world, but my family were never in that world. Anyway, I'm on my way to Loose Women. I'll talk to you there. Bye. So I'm at Loose on Tuesday morning, and we've just had the morning meeting, and then obviously I was late coming out the morning meeting because I had some gossip, so everybody gathered round in their chairs, and I'm going to speak to Sophie soon. Sophie Morgan, who is one of our Loose Women panellists, has got a book out called Driving Forwards. Sophie was paralysed from the chest down in an accident years ago. She is just one of my most inspirational friends, and I'm gonna have a little chat with her in a minute. But right now, Tiff. The lovely Tiff has just come in, and Tiff is our social media. What's your job title, Tiff?
Digital producer.
What?
Digital producer.
Digital producer. And so she does all of our social media, and today she's going to do sort of a little follow around with me. So I will keep you posted. What are we going to start with, Tiff?
To have a look in wardrobe, see what they've got for you.
Okay, we're going to have a look in wardrobe and see what they've got.
Oh God.
So here we come into here we come, Bertie. But I'm not in vision, even though you look a vision of gorgeousness.
Good.
We're just this is just to let my Juicy Crack podcasters know what's going on. So what have you got in store for me?
What have we got? Well, this is what Gemma set up from yesterday.
Okay, so basically I'll take a picture of it, but we've got this sort of
Colourful
wardrobe thing, and right now I'm being shown.
It's very sheer, so we put this thing under, don't worry.
Yeah, because it's very sheer. Yeah. And I would say, what colour's that?
That would be...
Is it mustard?
It's like no, it's a chartreuse.
It's a chartreuse. I would say in Newcastle, mustard.
No, it's too...
What would you say, Tiff? It's mustard, isn't it?
It's limey mustard.
It's limey mustard. Slimy mustard.
Slimy
mustard.
This is actually my favourite colour.
Is it really?
It really
Yeah, but you're
is.
weird. Anyway, so...
Or this shirt,
and also if
the tie-dye kind of.
It's kind of nice. I can't get a shoulder pad in there.
No,
I like shoulder pads because I'm still trapped in the 90s. Is it 80s? Still trapped in the 80s and the Dynasty and Dallas days.
We have shoulder pads on you.
We do, and I love a shoulder. What would you?
Frill.
A shoulder frill.
A shoulder detail.
A shoulder detail. I love that.
Okay, well, if you like that, we do have...
But we can't do a sloping shoulder pad.
We do have...
Oh, quite like that.
A sharp shoulder.
A sharp shoulder.
Blazer.
We have a mauve. Would you say mauve?
I'd say this is a lilac. And you could put a white under that as well.
I quite like the purple, though.
Or the purple with it.
Yeah, quite nice.
They're your 3 out, but there is others up here.
Okay.
If you wanted to go.
Okay, well, what would I put under the mustard?
Let's find you
under
something
slimy
under
mustard.
I'd have put a nude.
Would you?
Yeah.
It
It might not work 'cause it's so low.
What bra have I got on as well? I have never, the girls keep saying to me, and here, Bertie, don't you, why don't you go and get a proper bra fitting? Yes. And it's something that for 64 years I've never done. I've worn the worst bras of life, all of my life. Now my tits are, I can play keepy-uppy with them. I really need to get to the shops and get a bra fitting.
Really do.
Anyway, that's wardrobe. I'll take a picture. So I'm just again with Tiff. I'm just going to have my breakfast.
Yeah.
But Matty texted me this morning going, Mum, why is everyone saying you're non-binary? So Tiff and I just tried to do a deep dive into Twitter to find out. And apparently I've been non-binary since April 2022. Yeah. And there is no rhyme or reason why this started. But if you Google, if you put in Twitter, Denise Welch non-binary, I've been non-binary for a year. And who knew? Anyway, I'm just going to have I'm having a yogurt pot. And I'm trying to eat not much dairy at the minute, but I've got no choice today. Right, Tiff, I'll see you in makeup. Okay. Sorry, I just had to capture this because I've just heard Tiff say to Janet Street Porter, how is your Instagram going? And I nearly died. Janet, how's your Instagram going?
Shit.
Why are you...
Absolute crap.
She's never been on Instagram. Why are you on Instagram?
Because everybody goes, you'll be really good on it. Fact, I'm really crap on it. And the first thing I put on it was an oxtail stew to get rid of the vegetarians.
You're just gonna hang on a minute. You put an oxtail stew so that vegetarians wouldn't follow you on Instagram.
Genius.
Fucking brilliant. What have you been watching? What she's doing, Tiff?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's very good, actually.
What did I do the other day? I did 3 pies I'd made.
Pies. You did your battles one. I noticed that one as well. That was
No,
good.
but are you
I sent a coded message to you.
to me?
Yeah.
On Instagram. I didn't even know you were on it.
Right, it's a picture of me at a battle reenactment with a load of men in armour carrying a flag, and it's a reenactment of the Battle of Hastings, and all my caption was, choose your battles carefully.
Oh.
She's good at it.
With a
For
the what?
for people at work.
Oh, I see. Oh. There you go, a coded message. You said Janet Street Porter's too clever for me.
Exactly. I can pass you by.
Oh, I didn't even know you were on it. What's your handle?
What's that?
What's your name on it?
Official Janet Street Porter.
Official Janet Street
No,
Porter,
isn't
everybody.
Isn't it a real?
Might be the real.
Oh,
Yeah, let me have a look.
hang on a minute. We're going to have a check of this. No vegetarians may apply.
The real Janet Street Porter.
The real Janet Street Porter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the real Janet Street Porter. Oh my God, how many followers has she got?
613.
Oh, when did you go on?
I don't know. I only do it every now and then.
Oh, well, I'm going to get...
There's the oxtail stew.
I'm going to get people to follow. Let me put my glasses on.
Your first post was at the end of Feb.
That's very meaty. But are you putting people on it as well, not just food?
I think.
I've got dogs on it.
Got Badger.
There's Badger. Oh, you got yourself on it.
Yeah.
Are you being nice on it? You're being quite
She's
nice.
very clever with her captions, I must say.
Fish naked. Show off your bobbers. This is gonna be my favourite Instagram page moving forward.
It's got no logic at all.
Oh my God, brilliant.
Show us your bobbers was in a fishing shop in
Janet
Durban.
Street Porter, show us your bobbers. So I've got my girls who are on the sound team, and they've just mic'd me up, and they always say that I'm their favourite, aren't I, girls?
Mostly.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Today I'm their absolute favourite. You're only saying that because you've been recorded. Normally you say you can't wait for me to come in, and you wish I did every show all the time. Are you following me, Tiff? So you can hear the buzz of the studio audience. I'm going to sneak up behind them. Hi, ladies. I'm doing my podcast. Hi. Are you dead excited to see the show today?
Really excited. Yeah. You'll be there. She's Denise as well.
You're Denise as well.
Geordie.
Geordie Denise. We're actually talking about names today, and one of the things was, would you change your name? And I said no.
Never.
We got the Denises in, and you're obviously all thrilled that I'm on.
Absolutely.
Oh God, absolutely.
This is health and safety.
What? This is health and safety, Lee's telling me. Hello, you're all right? You excited? Yeah? You're looking forward to it? First time you've been?
Yes.
Yeah, doing a little recording for me podcast. That's all. See you later.
What are you doing?
I'm doing my podcast. I'm doing a day in there.
Juicy Crack.
I'm doing Juicy Crack. You love a bit of Juicy Crack, don't? Well, actually, he doesn't.
Well, it depends who's crack. Where they're just the other way.
So this is Lee warming up the audience. Janet Street Potter's already heckling people in the front row. Colleen is anchoring today, and now we're going to have a little block through. Coles, for my podcast, are you really excited about being in charge of us all today in your wonderful anchor position?
I'm very excited.
You look like a school teacher with your glasses on.
So many mirrors.
It's just rehearsal.
That's Jack, our floor manager.
Hello, you two. We are joined by the fantastic Ruthie Henschel. And now Weatherfield, and will be telling us all about joining the cast of Corrie and her new role in an iconic stage show. Plus, a warning for all parents. The new scam set to sweep the UK. It can mimic people's voices and it's costing people thousands. We'll be showing you just how scary and real it can be. And lasagna-filled Yorkshire pudding, anyone? Join Denise, Janet, Sophie and me for lunch at 12:30. Oh, it's quite long, that.
All right, so...
Yeah, hang on a minute. Can you get rid of one?
I can get rid of that one for you.
Yeah,
I can share. That's fine, Janet.
My eyesight has deteriorated since January. I don't know how, really, literally since January. I have to have them on all the time now. Oh my God.
What's your jumper say?
Okay, 20 seconds. Stand by, Lindsay.
My mouth doesn't...
Oh my God, I'm getting my husband that. She's got a t-shirt on that says, my mouth doesn't say it, my face definitely will. That is a Lincoln t-shirt. Doing my podcast backstage. This is Jack, who's our floor manager.
Good afternoon.
And Jack is a member of the bow tie community.
I am indeed.
And so every single day of life, he wears a different bow tie. And there is indeed a community for bow tie wearers. And I'm now going to take a picture of me and Jack. So now Bonnie Tyler is live on This Morning. And we're in the studio and we can see her on the monitor and the audience is all waving. All doing like side to side waving while Bonnie's singing. She's got a great voice, hasn't she? Never know the words. Oh, where's it gone? Why have they turned it off? Why have they cut it off? Jack, why have they turned it off?
Put Bonnie back up, please. They all want to back up. You're in front, stop off.
Here we go. Nothing I can do. Total eclipse of the heart. I was falling in love. You don't know any words. Love in my heart, dark. Nothing I can say. Total eclipse of the heart. You more tonight, and I need you more than ever. Go on, sing out, Colleen. If you only try, we'll be holding on forever, and we'll only be making it right. 'Cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can make end of the night. On the other side. Always in the dark, living in the project, get off smart. Need you tonight, tonight. I was falling in love, now I'm only falling apart.
Giving you a card and me a card.
What's yours say?
Nothing I can say, a total eclipse of the heart. Bonnie Tyler! Thank you so much for listening to the Juicy Crack podcast. I am loving doing it, and I'm loving having my own voice that's only edited by me or, well, DK. If you're enjoying it, tell your friends, and let's try and grow our Juicy Crack audience so that I can bring you better content every single week. Also, leave a question and I will endeavour to read it out and answer it for you. Thank you. And now we are about to go live. It is 26 minutes past. Good luck, studio. Good luck to my colleague and friend, Colleen Nolan, who is hosting for us today. And I'm doing my podcast live. No, I'm not doing it live. I'm doing like a week in the life of one this week. And off we go. And that is a wrap for today. It was a really, really good show. There's some shows that you enjoy more than others. There's some shows that you're doing the topics and you're thinking, oh, I'm not really passionate about that, or I've got no funny stories about that, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then other shows where you are passionate about the topics. Oh my God, I just found a glimpse, caught a glimpse of myself. The lighting in these dressing rooms is basically horrendous. It's like being in a John Lewis changing room type of mirror and lighting effect. Not good at all. But I thought, why don't stores like John Lewis and places like that, why don't they put those mirrors in the dressing room that lie to you, so that when you put the clothes on, you look, you know, like you're really, really slim and the lighting's gorgeous. And I thought, why do they put fat mirrors from the House of Fun in there, from the fairground, with the worst down lighting, which for older women especially is just cruel. And why do they do that? And then I heard that it's because people so don't want to go in the changing room and see themselves in those mirrors. They buy the clothes with a view to trying them on at home and returning, and then they don't return. So there is method in the horrible madness. That doesn't explain why the mirror that we see the last thing before we walk on set in Loose Women is like that. Maybe they don't want us to return. Anyway, that was today, and now I'm off to meet my hubby, and he's driving me home. Bye. So I'm in the car with Lincoln and I'm absolutely freezing, right? So I've just come from a really hot studio and I'm just putting the heating up. Lincoln's turning it down, saying, you're not cold. Do you have that? Where your partner goes, you're not cold. You can't be cold. I am cold. And the annoying thing is that when we're abroad in a hot country, he's like got 17 roll necks and a padded jacket on. Unbelievable. Darling, I'm actually freezing.
You should have got the train.
Darling.
You should have got the train, big time.
I know, I wanted to keep you company in the car.
Oh, great.
But I don't want to be like an iceberg in the corner.
Oh, well, no.
Look,
anyway.
You always say
I
that
can drop you, there's a station up here. Nice warm station.
Another thing, can we just discuss this weather? We have just, right, walked out, and I know I had this last night when I came back from the theatre, but we've just walked out of the apartment in London and nearly got swept away with Hurricane Bertha. And I'm sure it's going to snow. Because what happens is this country makes you believe that spring is coming and all the lovely daffodils come up and you get excited and you get, oh, spring is in the air and the little bluebells. And then the snow comes along and flattens it. So basically, we get winter pretty much from September right the way through till May. Then we get June, July and August, and then you go in the supermarket or you go in the department store and they're playing do 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 in September before we've even had Halloween. Off to bed, just caught up on 4 episodes of Married at First Sight Australia. Oh my God. I don't know why I torture myself with such rubbish, but I just absolutely love it. Oh my, Harrison is like the most narcissistic, gaslighting guy I've ever known in the entire world. And I've been with a couple in my time. Blimey. So I'm going off to bed now and I'm going to watch The Real Housewives of New York City. It's my meditation. And there's actually a below deck sailing yacht come on as well. So I can't let myself stay up till that late. And I've got to stop looking at my screen when I go to bed. And I will start tomorrow. But I just have to watch The Real Housewives of New Jersey when I go tonight. So, and tomorrow I'm off to see the optician for my blurry eyes and to see the ENT specialist about me spinning. So, so there you go. Oh, I was going to go at the gym tonight when I got in, but instead Lincoln made a chicken stew and served it to me, and I've not moved once, not even to go to the toilet. Anyway, too much information. Speak to you in the morning. Bye. Prunes.
Lovely stew this is.
I just had
with pork.
I don't want pork.
I had to do it with pork. There was no chicken.
No, I don't like pork.
I'm joking.
Are you joking me?
Yeah.
Why did you say you were doing it with pork?
Because I wanted to wind you up. Right, there you go, darling. Lovely chicken shit.
I've just come in from an MRI scan and I forgot that MRI scans... Darling, listen, I love you cooking for me, but do you know where the dishwasher is? Because, yeah, there's a dishwasher there.
Actually, put that down. I'm not going to talk to you about that one.
Why?
Because I've cleared up the whole thing.
No, you have. I'm just
put all
saying.
fresh vegetables and chicken in there.
Absolutely pissing down here this morning, honest to God. I'm just so fed up with it. I'm sorely tempted to cancel plans for the weekend, let people down and go to the airport and just jump on a plane. I'm serious. If I don't get some sunshine and sun on my bones, I'm going to have to... Oh, I don't know. I'm screaming inside because it really, really brings me down and affects my mood. I'm absolutely fed up with it. And I'm also fed up with... I shouldn't have gone on Twitter because I'm just so over this Coronation Street stuff. No, not Coronation Street. I mean the coronation. The actual coronation. Have a coronation. Be the king. Have Camilla be your queen if you want. Get on with it. Why do we need to talk about it? Why are these Meghan obsessives going on and on and on and on about it? You say that she shouldn't come, and then when she doesn't come, you say that she's a cow for not coming. What is your problem? Why would she want to come here? Just if you are one of those people, and I don't think that I have listeners on this who are those people, but hypothetically, if I was talking to one of those people who hate Meghan Markle, I would say, A, why is she living rent-free in your head all the time? And maybe people think that she is in mine as well, but I haven't spoken about her for ages. And the other thing is, why would she want to come here? To a country where the press have persecuted her, have slammed her, have made all sorts of things up about her, have made their own minds up about her, that she's this horrible, horrible, wicked woman who was so fame hungry that she grabbed a prince who had absolutely zero brain cells of his own and whisked him, did 2 days in the royal family and then whisked him abroad to another country and never let him be part of the family. Absolute and utter rubbish. Did she not think that the royal family being in it would be like it is? Very possibly. Nobody outside the royal family would ever know, would they? This is why back in the day, your Prince Charleses would have married Princess Vostenberg of Klostenberg, and they would have had 3 or 4 little Vostenberg children, and then the Prince Charles person, the hypothetical Prince Charles person, would have lived his own life, protected by the hierarchy, and maybe Princess Vostenberg of Klostenberg might have done the same. But Princess Vostenberg of Klostenberg would have known how the royal family works and what her role was within that. When you start marrying outside those confines, the same happened with Diana, the same happened with Fergie, the same now happens with Meghan. And Harry, to me, is a man who had had the fuck enough. And he moved his bride away. He didn't cheat on her. He didn't do any of those things, okay? He's still reeling from being the 11-year-old boy who was forced to hear about the death of his mother at 7:30 in the morning without a cuddle and made to go to church at 8:30 and days later, or whenever it was, walk behind a coffin in front of billions of people in this world. And he has said enough is enough. And I would imagine that it will be absolute purgatory for him to come to the coronation. And people going on about, oh, he's depriving Charles of seeing the grandchildren. Hello, it's only California. Charles could pop over and see his grandchildren if he wanted to. Okay, so that is my morning rant. And right, what else is happening today? Okay, I was going to do a podcast with the lovely Susanna Constantine, but my technical prowess has failed me and I couldn't get on my big computer and had to do it on my phone and it all went wrong. So I'm going to see her in person next week. I am... what is happening? What is happening this afternoon? Oh, I'm just doing something on Zoom for Lighter Life, which I do whenever I can on a Friday. I do a sort of half-hour live, and then tonight I'm meeting my friends Keely and Sally Dinover and Jenny Powell, and we're going out for an early dinner, and then tonight I'm spending it with my husband, my favourite nights in the house with my hubby, and then I'm going to London tomorrow. So that's my day. I'll tune in with you later. Bye. So we're in a crowded Soho House private members club in London, where you're not supposed to use your phone, so I'm just secretly using it. Last night we went to a fabulous dinner with our friend Chantal, who we haven't seen for quite some time, and there was some great people there, and we had a lovely time, didn't we, darling? Yes, darling, we did. And then this morning we had a lovely old lie-in till about 10:30, which was bliss. And we've then had a gorgeous breakfast because last night we broke our no carbs thing because there was Carb City and Pavlova, which was delicious. But we're back on our no carbs thing today. Then Lincoln is going back up north because he's got a lot of work to do. I'm doing Loose tomorrow, and I've got my godson Harrison in for a week. He's doing work experience on Loose Women, which is exciting. It'll be nice to have him around because I love him. And I am going to go to Hyde Park this afternoon and do a little walk run. And then that's really the end of the week. So I hope you've enjoyed this little insight into a week in my life. And if you do, I'll do some more of them. So let me know. Just email at the email address, which I can't remember, but I know that it comes up on the podcast. And then I'll do a podcast with Lincoln maybe this week. Do you fancy doing one with me, darling?
Yes, darling.
No, come on, because you're normally trying to muscle in on that.
No, I know, I am, yeah. I'm gonna talk about my week, what I've been up to.
Anyway, we'll see how that goes. So, yeah.
I've got a lot to say.
No, anyway, it doesn't matter. I think you'll be away when I do my next podcast. You might be, I'm not sure.
I've got quite a lot they all want to hear.
Who said that, though?
Lots of people have been DMing me. Yeah, that's it.
Well, what do they say when they DM you?
Oh, can you get back on that podcast? You're amazing. You're the best.
Can you show me some of those DMs?
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye, guys. So guys, if there's anything that you've ever heard me talking about that you'd like to hear more of, or indeed anything you can suggest that me, DK and Lincoln can bring to the table, contact me on denisewelchpod@gmail.com. And indeed, if you've got any questions, ask away. We'd love to hear from you.